Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was requested to do a story time, so that's what I'm going to do today. I just got home from work, so this story time is gonna be kind of short, so I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna start off with, before we begin, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and make sure you hit that notification bell whenever I upload a new video. Okay, so this happened last year in 2022, and so I was going to the gym, right? So I leave my house and I'm all geared up in my gym clothes and everything, and so I am driving down the road, and our roads where I live are kind of like curvy. So we don't really have, we have straight roads, but I live in the country, so that's why they're so like S-curved. Anyway, so I'm headed to the gym and I'm just driving along, minding my own business, when I look over to my right and I see this lady, because she had a stop sign, so it was kind of like a cross street. So she's in a orange, I think it was like what car was it? I don't remember what kind of car it was, but I just remember her not stopping at the stop sign, and she T-bones my car. Now, she wasn't going that fast, but she was going pretty significantly fast in order to like hit me where she hit me. And so I pull over, and I still remember to this day what a huge mistake I did. But so I pull over. Mind you, I'm pretty shaken up because I was like, it took me by surprise, because she was supposed to stop and she was maybe 16, 17. And so I get out of my car and I go over to her, and she comes over to me and she's like, "You're not gonna call the cops, are you?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "No, it's fine." And I should have said, "Yeah, I'm gonna call the cops." But I don't know what got over me that I didn't call the cops, because every time you're in a car accident, you're supposed to call the cops right away, because they're the ones that need to report the car accident. So she goes back in her car, and she seemed like pretty sketchy, but I wasn't gonna like ask her why I shouldn't call the cops, because nowadays people carry guns around with them, and I didn't know she had a weapon in her car or anything, so I just drove off. I looked at the damage on both cars. She barely had any damage on her car, and I go around to the passenger side of my car. My whole fucking passenger door and back door are crumpled in, and I was so pissed. I was just like, are you kidding me? So I ended up turning around and I headed home. And when I got home, I called the cops when I got home. Yeah, if you can believe that. I was an idiot. I totally was an idiot. And it didn't occur to me at that moment to call the cops. But I don't know what was wrong with me that day. So the cop comes to my house. He writes the police report. And he's like, "So why didn't you call the cops when you were at the accident site, like where the accident happened?" And I legitly told him I forgot. That's literally what I told the cop. And my mom comes out and she's talking to the cop too. And he's like, how long have you been driving? Or how long have you had your license for? And I'm like, since I was in high school, or since I was 16. So he's like, I guess it was like a back and forth. So he had to go find the girl that hit me and get her statement. And then he comes back to my house and he asks for my statement. So we end up, she obviously had to pay for the damages done to my car, but her insurance, it seemed like it was an insurance company that I've never even heard of. It seemed really sketchy, like the area where I took my car. And when I went to go drop off my car, I gave them all the information on my car. And mind you, my car literally took 2 months to fix. So I had a really nice rental. I had a 2020 Chevrolet Impala Premier. Oh my God. If I could trade my car for that Impala, I totally would. Like, this car had everything, like all the bells and whistles. I was just like, I wish they would have totaled my car in order for me to have that Impala, but I had the Impala for what felt like 2 months, but in my mind it felt like 2 weeks. Maybe it was 2 weeks and I just thought that it was 2 months. I don't think a car takes that long to repair, but depending on the damage, it could take a lot longer. So I ended up like going back and forth with the repair shop, with her repair shop that she chose. And the pictures that they sent me were kind of like, I mean, they were good pictures, but there was this one picture where they took off my front bumper in order to access my passenger door. I'm like, what do you need to take the front bumper off of the passenger to fix the passenger door for? I was like, I was confused. Like, the way they handled the repairs was, it was okay, but I mean, the door closes, it looks good. I guess that's all that matters. But now I know if I ever get into a car accident again, to call the cops. That's the first thing I'm gonna end up doing, is calling the cops, because it was just a whole spiel on, oh, you should have called us when the accident happened and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I know. I just felt bad. I mean, this girl looked hella young. Like, she looked 16, 17, like I said, and I don't know why she said, are you gonna call the cops? I should have just said, yeah, I'm gonna call the cops, because she seemed pretty, like, sketched out. Like, I don't know what her deal was that day. Maybe she was shaken up after the accident happened, but I was just like, I should have called the cops. I really should have, and I didn't, and that was my mistake. So I've learned my lesson and I won't do it again. So that is my story time on when I didn't call the cops after a car accident. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Let me know what other story times you want me to do, because I have a lot. And I thank you so much for the request. And please like and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye.